Hello and welcome to Chicken Bros. My name is David Heath.
It's movie night and it's your turn to pick, but I'm not watching Snow Dogs again. That's the worst movie ever.
Oh, and yeah, this movie is new, so spoilers.
Big time spoilers.
Yes,
Unless you played all the games, then you'll know exactly what happens because it happened in the games.
kinda.
Kinda. I mean, there were some liberties taken, but
Yes. So this is Sonic 2, the sequel to Sonic 1, obviously.
and we
And
loved that movie, so we were very high hoping for this one, and it did not disappoint.
nope. In
More or
fact, we
less.
were
There was something that
me and Noah were really excited because they were bringing in Tails.
my most favorite character, who I would literally die for, honest to God, or honest to whatever the deity of the Sonic universe is.
Mobius God.
Chaos or whatever.
Okay, yeah. So this movie picks up with Eggman in the Mushroom Planet. I love how he's trying to make like a soup or something out of the mushrooms.
Coffee, I think he was trying to do.
Oh yeah, he was trying to make coffee.
All the spit takes.
And like I was impressed by all that crap he managed to build on that planet.
Well, he does have a superior intellect.
That is true. And then a ring opens and then some people come through and his trap goes out and he decides to
It's
try to run through the portal.
it's funny because when I saw because these people had like rooster heads, my first thought was Scratch.
They had rooster heads.
Well, they had rooster masks, or at least they looked like
Oh,
rooster masks to me.
maybe that was a reference to Scratch. I don't know how I missed that. But yeah, he takes him out with his like Rube Goldberg machine, and he tries to run through the portal, but somebody else steps through.
Somebody with spiked knuckles, which brings up an interesting point about Knuckles that I've never had gotten an answer to,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I want to know the answer.
What do his
I've
hands
always
look like
wondered.
under the gloves?
Kind of. What I'm wondering is, are the spikes on his gloves, like just part of the gloves, or does he actually fucking have knuckle spikes? Is
I
he
don't.
Wolverine,
I
or is
don't
it
know.
just, yeah?
I don't want to know either.
Some things are just better left unanswered, and that's one of them.
Yeah. And so,
Where is it?
yeah, he's looking for the Master Emerald, and Eggman's looking for a way out, and so they team up.
Yeah, but if you know anything about anything, you know that Eggman probably didn't double cross Knuckles, yada yada yada.
Yeah, Knuckles is more tribal, so that makes him more gullible.
Yeah, and he's not Sonic Boom dumb, but Knuckles has always never really been the brightest bulb in the shed. So
No, he's a lot brighter here than in most continuities, though. I will say
yeah,
he's a smart
because he's
fighter,
voiced
and
by
he's
Idris Elba. So I
yeah.
mean,
Oh yeah.
Idris Elba is too awesome to play an idiot,
Well,
a convincing idiot anyway.
well,
Well, what?
well.
I've never seen him once play an idiot.
Well, no, but I wouldn't say he couldn't do it. But it catches up with Sonic, and at first I was confused because
Yeah, I was like, isn't Seattle isn't Green Hills in Montana?
yeah, I was like, wait a minute, did you, Tom, and Maddie move or something? And I was like, that kind of defeats the purpose of the ending of the first one when you're like, you got to stay in Green Hills. But turns out what actually is happening is Sonic is, I guess, going to random parts of the Earth and stopping crime wherever he finds it.
Or he's trying to, but
Yeah, trying to.
okay. So he tries to stop a gang of bank robbers from stealing an armored truck, and there's a fucking ton of bombs, and he gets rid of most of them, but the last one he throws in his sewer, and I was like, ooh, bad move, Sonic.
Yeah.
That creates a fucking mess because all the fucking sewer. Of course, because the money is saved, quote unquote. Sonic thinks it's a victory, but when Tom catches him up on it, because Tom isn't an idiot.
Yeah, Tom's no idiot and Sonic's bad at lying. um, I love the whole discussion he had with him about like how your moment will come, but you don't choose it; it chooses you.
Yeah, and you're just a kid, so enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's like
I just got
you're not supposed
goosebumps.
to.
Wait, did you steal that from Oprah?
What hurt my heart though was like you're supposed to be my friend. Stop trying to be my dad. I was like, oh,
Oh,
ouch.
oh. Well, so Tom and Maddie are going to, where were they?
Hawaii. They're going to
Hawaii, that's
Hawaii
right.
for Maddie's sister's wedding, which I thought was kind of odd because, like, okay, maybe she got a divorce or whatever, but she does have a kid.
Right. Or maybe, or
unfortunately, we don't see very much of in this movie, which is a shame. Because I do like the character.
That's true. Or God forbid, maybe it was one of those situations where the dude left before the baby was born.
Or maybe Sega's pulling a loose on us.
A what?
A loose.
I got you. I didn't realize that's what you said. Yeah. And so they leave via Ring, which I thought was kind of cool. Like, yeah, you could save so much money on air travel that way.
Yeah, no kidding.
And Sonic's at the house alone.
Parties.
Yeah, parties with the dog, which I thought was so funny.
And then who comes knocking? But
well, hang on. First of all, somebody uses a ring portal to get to Earth.
My boy Miles.
It's good old Tails. And it's basically the end credit scene from the first movie where he's like, I think I found him. I just hope I'm not too late. And he goes to find Sonic.
Yeah. And just so you know, Chicken Bros fans, I don't know why I'm such a Tails fan, but I am, and I love this kid. Yeah. Like, I was so glad to see him.
Yeah, and this movie did him so well.
Oh, well, I mean, barring that one terrible Japanese anime, they've never done Tails wrong, so.
Right. But I don't think that wasn't Tails.
I wasn't, like, scared they were going to mess up my boy, especially because they got Colleen O'Shaughnessy to voice him.
Yeah, and, she's been the voice of Tails in the game since a while.
Yeah.
So, like, how cool is that? Like, you're used to just doing a character in a game, and now you're doing them in, like, a movie adaptation of that same character. It's like, whoa.
Faithfully, I might add.
Yeah, very faithfully. And then who comes a-knocking?
But Dr. Robotnik.
Yes, when he got back to Earth with the help of Knuckles, met up with Agent Stone, who was working at, I'm not joking, the Mean Bean coffee barista place.
Which is in Green Hills, which is...
Yeah, and Mean Bean is a reference to a game called Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like an old Genesis game. It's like Tetris, but Eggman. Mm. But I love that little reference. I was like, And he gets all his egg stuff back, which I guess was attached to a satellite. Like, okay. And the Mean Bean place is really just like a hideout. I've been rehatched, yeah. And I guess that Mean Bean place is just like a secret hideout because, like...
A front.
Yeah, it's all front.
Yeah. But it was a good front because Agent Stone knows how to make good coffee, apparently.
Yeah. Good old steamed Austrian goat milk. Yeah, he comes knocking on Tom and Maddie's door to find Sonic there. And he's like, I don't know how you got back, but you made a big mistake.
Then Knuckles comes in.
Yeah, Knuckles comes in and hands his ass to him, basically.
Yeah. I'm not giving you my power.
Do I look like I need your power? And then, Knuckles... I'm surprised that Eggman's been with him for this long and didn't know, but... Because, Knuckles at this point starts talking about the ultimate power. And then
his destiny.
And Eggman starts getting intrigued, like, ultimate power, you say? Like, he didn't mention it before? Isn't that the whole reason you guys teamed up? But, then Sonic's ass gets saved by Tails, who's driving a police car.
Get in! Joey, I'm with you. It's like, who are you? No, what? Never mind.
And then freaking Eggman jumps on the windshield. Like, ah!
Is he looking in the glass? Gross.
He's like, do you trust me? No, I literally just met you.
Fair.
And,
did your butt become a helicopter?
A butt copter.
Classic. I love how much of a fanboy Tails was. It was adorable.
Only Sonic the Hedgehog could have come up with that. And so Tails tells him that he was trying to find him because Knuckles was looking for the Master Emerald because Longclaw knew where it was, and Sonic's like, the Master Emerald? That's just a bedtime story. No, it's real.
He thinks it's real.
Yeah. And, I'm glad that you and I spotted this in the first movie because we saw the map had that little emerald corner in the piece.
Yeah, we did.
And then, like, in this movie, he's like, wait, that thing right there. And then, this whole holographic... I don't know how this worked, but...
I don't know.
it's the Sonic
MacGuffin.
universe. I saw a piece of paper turn into an iPad one time, but this hologram of Longclaw
Longclaw.
basically tells Sonic,
Basically, yeah.
that the Master Emerald's real and you gotta protect it.
Yeah. And then she said, I love you, and that hurt my heart. I was like, this movie was really good at hitting you in the heart.
Yeah. I like how, like, a lot of people, like, I don't know, I know you don't agree with this, but a lot of people say compared to Sonic, Tails is kind of lame, which I don't agree with.
Fuck off.
But, like, I'm so glad that now they can't say that, because in that scene, Sonic and Tails was next to Wade, and he's way lamer. So it's like, yeah, okay, now what? So Sonic and Tails are on the hunt for the Master Emerald before Knuckles and Eggman can get to it.
They go in the first clue was in Siberia.
Yeah, Siberia. It's cold there. Must have been cold. And while this is going on, Tom is trying to, make friendly with
Rachel. That's and her fucking chiseled god of a husband.
Yeah, her man hunk of a fiance is like, man, she don't like you that much. Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm aware.
And she's like, why don't we just say we let bygones be bygones? Yeah, that'd be great. And if
she
you
pulls
ruin
it
my
close.
wedding, I'll kill you. Shit. And I noticed, I don't know if you were expecting this, but I was expecting it. You know when Tom did that little trick with, I think it was
ring.
Rachel's kid.
Yeah, because she was the ring bearer.
Yeah, I totally saw that coming. I'm like, oh, that's the wrong ring, isn't it?
I did not. I was like, when that happened, I was like, oh, wow, yikes.
You mean when it happened when Sonic called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, when he did that trick, like right from that second, I was like, okay, that's not I bet you that's the ring Sonic gave him.
See, I didn't catch that. I did not catch that.
I was like, oh, they wouldn't have just added that there for nothing. Oh, I'm on to you, movie. I see you.
See, I didn't catch that because I just thought it was a cute scene because of how close.
It is a cute scene. I like how he's really friendly.
He is.
Like I don't know what Rachel's problem with him is, but Sonic
because he's from a small town, I guess. I don't know.
Sure. Sonic and Tails finally get to that. It was like a bar or something, like
something like a lodge.
A lodge, yeah, that's a better word, in Siberia, and Tails
it's a tough place. Like I was like, are they gonna do the bar scene from the first movie again? Is this a rehash of the bar scene?
Yeah, and it's not. But
I
like how Sonic and Tails were sitting down to eat, and Tails tried using a translator,
and it didn't translate, which is weird because Tails isn't Jimmy Neutron. His inventions usually work.
Yeah, but like every inventor's got some duds,
I guess.
And maybe this is like an early point in his genius career. Maybe he's still learning.
Maybe.
Every genius has to go through an improvement stage. Maybe he's like reaching. Maybe he's getting closer to the Tails we know him as.
Maybe.
But
maybe.
So like the translator doesn't work, and it says something offensive to the waitress, and they're about to roast them alive.
Yeah, I was like so pissed, and then Tails invokes this like ancient Siberian ritual, which sounds tough and scary, but it turns out to be a fucking dance battle.
Yeah, and if they win, they're free to go. If they don't, fire.
And the guy they go up against, who I think is like the champion or some shit.
Yeah, he's like the undefeated champion. He's
got a tattoo of himself across.
Yeah, a tattoo of himself on his chest. He's conceited.
Yeah.
And he does a pretty like convincing like Siberian dance and all that crap.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, guys. This movie, for the most part, is fine, but this scene really made me uncomfortable when Sonic and Tails started dancing to Uptown Funk. That song is more than 6 years old.
Also, Tails is 8, you guys. Can you not have him dance to a song that's way above his age range?
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought the cloning thing was cool, though.
The hologram thing.
That was awesome.
Because Tails is awesome. I love him.
Yeah. So not all of his inventions mess up.
No. So they win the dance battle. The guy like fucking passes out because he can't keep up with how awesome Tails and Sonic are.
Yeah. And then like it's later on and like they're in the bar, I think alone, and they're having like a moment. It was really sweet. Where he's like, "Did you mean it?" Well, I don't know really everything. No, I mean about being your friend. Of course, buddy. And then he friggin' hugs him.
Whoa! Just jumping out of the gun there. And Tails like back home, I didn't have any friends. People thought I was weird because I have two tails. And I was like, "Oh, buddy," I was so sad.
It was so nice to see them bond, and so early on too. I loved it.
I love how like Tails passes out in front of the fire.
Yeah.
Sonic tucks him in. Night, Tails. And then little tails just puff out and cover Sonic.
Like, oh, I almost cried there.
Aww. They literally have a bond like brothers, and I love it.
And then they go to where the thing told them that the key to the emerald was, or something like that.
Giant owl door. All right.
Yeah, we're heading in the right direction.
Reminded me of a Spider-Man meme. Door wants a handshake. Seems legit.
And then they find this thing that's like a compass to the emerald.
Yeah. And then fucking Eggman barges in.
Yeah. Somebody call an Uber.
I love that line.
And then, shit ensues. They start causing an avalanche, and Sonic has to
Tails gets injured, unfortunately, which pissed me off. I was like,
that doesn't happen until later, but they split up at this point. So Sonic is like snowboarding down the mountain. And
great, the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. And he and Knuckles get into a bit of a fight, and Knuckles explains his backstory about how his tribe of echidnas went after Longclaw and they didn't come back.
Which
doesn't
make sense.
Wait, I didn't think of that. Wait.
So, we don't see Longclaw die, so maybe she took out a bunch of them before she succumbed to her wounds.
Yeah, but I only just thought of that. He said that his father never came back. What if Longclaw, pardon me, just freaking took them out? Like, she didn't die. Or maybe she did, I don't know.
Right,
she did get shot at. She went out
like Braveheart. She took them out and then succumbed to her wounds.
Yeah, because she did get shot at, so...
Yeah.
Oy. Sonic tries to tell him, I went through the same thing, and then Tails shows up, and Knuckles thinks it's all a ruse, and that's when Tails gets injured. And, the avalanche starts catching up with Sonic, and Tails won't wake up, so he has to call Tom at the worst possible time. Like, right as the whole vows things are happening. Like, he's like... And his ringtone is...
I was laughing my ass off at that.
And he calls Sonic. He's like, what do you want? I'm like, dude, I need you to use that ring to save my life. This is an emergency, life and death. And he tries to throw the ring. It doesn't work. It didn't work. What do you mean it didn't work? And he looks at the ring. It's the wedding ring.
No. What do you mean, oh, no? What do you mean, oh, no?
You don't want to know.
Hold on 1 second.
And, dude, I was sitting there going, oh, no.
Yeah, right? I was like, fuck, no.
You've got to be kidding. She's going to hate you. And then, he has to do all that crap. He punched freaking Derek Morgan in the face. And I
got to give Tom credit. He fucking throws a good right hook.
Yeah, especially to some guy who's supposed to be a secret agent. Oh, wait. Shit. Oh, well.
Spoilers.
Yeah. But... So he throws the ring. Sonic comes down crashing with a bunch of snow. And all that happens, and then of course,
it's revealed that Derek Morgan is a secret agent. Everyone on the guest list was a secret agent, and then
even the
general
freaking priest was a secret agent.
Yeah, are you a secret agent too?
Opens his Bible, there's a gun in there. Like, come on. Yeah, and Rachel's mad because she's under the impression that none of it was real. It was all just a ruse. They lock up Sonic and Tails, which come on, really.
Yeah, I love how Maddie's like Robotnik's coming back, and you just blocked away the only chance we had at stopping it.
Yeah, and they don't believe her. They lock up Sonic, Tails, and I think Tom also. I think they arrest him.
Yeah, they do, because he was aiding and abetting an alien.
Yeah, Maddie finds Tails' backpack with all of his gadgets, and she and Rachel try to break in and get them. Maddie tries to break them out. Rachel's too hell bent on getting revenge on what's his name?
Man. Randall, that's what it's.
Randall, yes, Randall. By the way, did you notice the plane that threw that sign?
Yeah, I was like, okay, that plane, Tails is gonna fly that fucker some point in this movie.
Oh yeah. And so Rachel finds Randall and starts Barracuda.
I love that opening riff, though. I love that.
Yeah, and
I was like really headbanging my head in the theater. I was like, ding, 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 ding.
I also like the fact that when that general guy tried to, hit the tasers at her, Randall jumped in the way.
How bad is it? You got tased. You'll be fine.
I'm so
I feel so
cold. You
cold.
landed on her
You
ice
landed
sculpture.
on ice sculpture. Get up.
And he tells her, like
I did
he
one thing.
was undercover, but the love was real.
Yeah. So
happy
ending for them, I guess. But fuck them.
I mean, more fuck the general guy. Because I kind of understand why Rachel was upset because she was lied to, and Randall actually liked her, so I'm glad they patched that up. Maddie broke Sonic, Tails, and Tom out of prison, or whatever prison is, and that's when
Eggman and Knuckles find they go through the secret temple that I'm supposed to be an homage to Angel Island. I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Yeah, it's supposed to be some sort of like reference to Angel Island, and this big green beam shoots up out of the sky.
Yep. And
Sonic no, I forgot. No, hang on. So as soon as Sonic is out, he rushes to where that's happening, and because as Eggman and Knuckles are going through that maze, so is Sonic. I forgot about that bit because Tails was still unconscious.
Oh, poor guy.
And he's going through all that when they're going through all that, and Sonic and Knuckles have another fight, and Sonic spots Robotnik going for the emerald. He's like, "Look, he's taking it."
Ridiculous. Yeah. More lies. Just look.
Like, look at him, and he's like literally just eyeing over it, like, "Hey, that wasn't part of our deal."
Oh, I'm sorry.
He basically tells him that attachment.
Fuck off, basically.
Yeah, basically fuck off. Yeah. So he takes the emerald for himself, and
chaos is power. But I honestly
wait, did he say that?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say chaos control.
Wait, did he actually say chaos is power?
Yeah, or something like that. He said something like that. Chaos is some.
Huh, I missed that. Oh well. Then the green beam thing happens, and Maddie looks at the general like, "You believe us now?"
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Tails wakes up. The water starts coming in on Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic saves Knuckles' life,
and you hear the.
Yeah, did you notice the little bubble thing too? Like that's
I did.
And Knuckles pulls him to shore.
Why'd you save me? I saved you because you saved me first.
Like, why didn't you just let me die? You had the tactical advantage. It's like, it's not about tactics. Being a hero doesn't mean just looking out for just yourself. It's about looking out after other people, which is exactly what Tom told him. And Knuckles is like, how do you manage to stay upbeat after you lost everything? Like, because I found a new family. You can too. And Sonic comes in, Tails comes in with the plane, and Knuckles joins him to take down Roe Butthead, who makes his way back to Stone at the Mean Bean place, who's being interrogated by Wade. Freaking Wade.
That is a display bagel.
That is a display bagel. And Eggman comes in all green and ethereal.
Yeah.
I'm more than okay.
My game has been on the level.
And
I honestly didn't like that.
I know. Alright. I thought it was kind of funny because he looked like he had like a green tint to him, which made him look kind of zombie-ish.
Yeah.
Which made him freakier looking.
Yeah.
And then, Gunn shows up and like basically threatens him, but he's got the Master Emerald, so
he's got the power.
Reference. And he basically takes a bunch of objects, disassembles them, and reassembles them into his big
giant robot.
Yeah, big giant egg bot. And it looks just like the ones from the games too.
Yeah.
And so the Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles try to attack it, but all their best hits do nothing. And so Sonic's like, wait, hang on. We have to find his weakness. It's the groin. No, it's not. I'm most certain it's the groin. Stop saying groin.
Wait, his weakness is me. If I come at him and distract him,
I'm the groin.
I'm the groin. I'm like, oh, Sonic, nasty.
Tails is right there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the plan is for Sonic to distract Eggman with himself, so that way Tails and Knuckles can get in and, take him out that way.
Yeah.
And I love that Tails, used the hologram thing to try to fool Eggman. He's like, you can't outsmart me! I'm the outsmarterer! And Tails is like,
I am also a hologram!
And Tails is like, I didn't need to outsmart you. I'm just a distraction. And Knuckles comes up and punches the emerald straight out of him. And Sonic, I'll admit, gets his ass handed to him fighting that giant mech.
Yeah, and then Maddie, and Tom and Maddie basically rescue him after he retrieves the emerald.
Yeah, and they're about to get stomped out by Eggman. They're cornered through fire.
And he goes, "I love you." And the Master Emerald crumbles into the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and he goes, "I love you guys." He's like, "We love you too, kid." And then you see the 7 Emeralds circle around and kind of be absorbed into Sonic.
Yeah, and then Eggman stomps his mech foot on them, and they think he's dead.
Tails goes, "No!"
Yeah, he's like, I got him! And then, what was that?
Fucking Super Sonic,
Super Sonic! He's all gold and shiny.
His eyes are glowing red, which is very accurate to the Super Sonic.
Yep, and he freaking shears off the head of the mech.
Yep, and the arms.
Well, I mean, that comes later, but he shears off the head and he goes, it's over, Eggman. He's like, I like your new look.
Suits you. What do you think? Let bygones be bygones, huh?
You did some things.
After all, two intelligent beings can have a civil conversation.
And then he tries to punch Sonic with the mech arm, but Sonic stops it without even moving. And then blows up the other arm, flies right around the mech, just destroying it to hell, and then just taps it with his foot.
Oh, it's like that, huh? Fine.
We're not friends. Later, hater. And yeah, the mech falls over, and you don't see Eggman die, but I'd be very surprised if he lived through that.
Yeah, plus with Jim Carrey's retirement, they're probably not going to recast him for Eggman. So we'll probably just say Eggman died or whatever.
Well, I mean, his retirement's still it's not definite yet. He's still not sure, but we'll get into that later. But so they win. I love the bit where Knuckles is like, he's been taken by the power of the emeralds. I'm sorry.
He's no longer the Sonic you once knew.
And I was like, wait, no? And then he starts channeling a bolt from the sky, and I was like, oh shit, did he just become evil Sonic or something? Then he makes a chili dog out of nothing. I was like, no,
I was wrong.
He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, he is exactly the Sonic you once knew. Then Sonic sends off the emeralds.
Yeah.
He's like, Sonic, you had the power of a god. Why'd you give that up? It's like, because I have a family.
Because I'm still just a kid.
Yep.
And then, I think the emeralds, channeled back into the Master Emerald, because I remember that being a thing. I remember them having just the Master Emerald at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
And, so Knuckles...
I spent my whole life protecting it. That's what I shall do. As a new tribe, together, we shall protect the universe.
So Knuckles and Tails are staying with Tom, Maddie, and Sonic now. They're like a big old family. I love they're trying to teach Knuckles how to play baseball.
I don't understand. Why am I angry at the ball? Yes! I have beaten the base of ball!
It was so funny. It's kind of like Knuckles is like Drax, but just slightly less stupid.
Yeah, slightly.
And then this ice cream. Does it have grapes? No. I've been told the ice cream has sprinkles.
Sprinkles on ice cream?
This is your new destined friend. And then he goes into a cooler and is like, almost forgot this. The Master Emerald.
Yeah.
And then there is an end credit scene
of the government while we were going through Eggman's file, we found something that's over 50 years old. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, uh-oh, I know
Yeah,
what that
that's
means.
like something that somebody tried to keep hidden, something created in a secret facility, and then you see it, or more to the point, him, and he goes, "My God, Project Shadow."
Shadow opens his eyes.
I'm like,
I
oh,
saw that and I was like, yep, called it. I knew they were going to have if they were going to introduce another character, it was going to be Shadow.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, where's the next one gonna go?
Yeah,
So, and
next one's
they
gonna be-
said like when they said they hadn't found Eggman's body, the general said nobody could survive that. Good riddance. And then you see Stone amongst all them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay, you're leaving it open just in case Jim Carrey does come back. Nice. And yeah, this movie was. I mean, I loved it. I personally liked it more than the first one, but I know that no, you didn't.
Yeah, I liked the first one better. I just like the first one, just was a better movie. But I did enjoy this one quite a bit.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you've heard already about the whole Jim Carrey said he was going to retire. Apparently, he's not saying that's 100% sure yet. He's just saying he probably will.
I mean, he's had a good long career. He's left behind a library of really good movies for us to enjoy.
He has, and I can see why people would be concerned because we know Sonic 3 is happening, and and the producer said if he does retire before then, they won't recast Eggman. So having Shadow be the in credit scene was actually kind of a smart move because if Jim Carrey does retire, then they can make Shadow the new antagonist.
Yeah,
and
easily.
Yeah, I'm going to do a thing because in the way that me and Noah are recording this, it's out of order. But this whole month of April has been Jim Carrey month, and I'm gonna make this one the last upload of Jim Carrey month because this is Jim Carrey's most recent movie, and for all we know, it could be the last one. Because Jim Carrey's not one of those actors who has a lot of projects on his plate. In fact, before this, he hasn't been in a movie since Sonic 1. So, maybe we don't know yet, but this could be Jim Carrey's last one. And if that is the case, I'm gonna miss him because that guy was funny.
Yeah.
But what would you rate this Noah movie? Damn it. I did it again. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. Oh my gosh. What would you rate this movie, Noah?
I'm going to give it a 7.8 out of 10.
Good rating. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Ka-ba-ka-ba-ka-ka.